Hello everyone, welcome to my makeup channel, Shani's Makeup Palace. Today I wanted to create this orange fire-like eye look, and I used the 35M Boss palette with Morphe and I think it's fantastic. No, it's not a sponsored video. It's not a sponsored video, but I did get quite a fair bit of makeup from them the last couple of weeks ago, so I really couldn't wait to get my hands on that palette and of course show you a look with it. So this is what I created today. I apologize for the noise, that is my dryer. I probably should have waited until it was finished and then filmed, but I got too excited. I just had to get on here and do this for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this makeup look that I created and it gives you some inspiring, you know, vibes so you can create your own look. Alright, hello everybody. So I know I've already said hello, but it's been a while since I have recorded with my microphone, so I'm quite excited to be doing that today. As you can see, I use my Profusion eyebrow palette, and this shade is Java, which is a really good eyebrow shade for my eyebrows, and therefore I'm just using an angle brush to brush up my eyebrows and make sure I follow the shape of them. Trust me, it's taken me a long time to get to this point, and I know I still have a long way to go, but the most important thing is practice. So with my spoolie on my Bling Boss brush, I'm just using that to brush up my eyebrows, again making sure I follow the shape, and then setting it in place with this brow gel that I also got from Makeup Revolution. Actually no, the palette's from Profusion, sorry, entirely different brand. So Profusion was for the palette and Makeup Revolution was the brow gel. So now I'm going to be using this brow light in the Profusion palette, basically to highlight my brow bone and making sure that you can see there is a gap between the eyeshadow and of course the eyebrows. And this is definitely something that you want to do when you have a heavy eye look happening, because you don't want your eyebrows to blend in with your brows. You don't want your eyeshadow blending in with your brows. Silly me. Okay, so going into my 35M palette, I am currently using the shade. Silly me, I totally forgot that there are no names in this palette. So basically I've used an orange shade followed by this more red undertone shade. Red, not quite pink, but getting to that point. And then I wanted to use this shade here, which is the pink again. Oh no, I've changed my mind. I must have used more of a burgundy shade at the bottom and a purple shade. So the burgundy and the purple together in harmony. I am using those two shades, and then of course I place these, trying to figure out what I'm doing here, on the outer corner, and that just deepens up the crease a lot more. That's what you do. You use darker colours to just show that transition and making sure that, you know, there's dynamics in this. So I think I was doing a lot of thinking during this period of time. As you can see, I'm in the camera and out of the camera, and I apologize about that. I will work on that a lot better, believe me. Now, using my finger, I find that with your finger it gives a better color payoff. So this sparkly gold shade, which I think is absolutely beautiful, wanted to show it off to you on my finger, and then of course placing that on my eyelid. It was just so beautiful. And then using my eyelash curler to make sure that my eyelashes are standing upright rather than, you know, straight forward. Have you used the Scandalous Eyes mascara? It is good stuff. I have used this quite a few times and it's waterproof too, so it's great for those of you who might be going somewhere you might get wet. Then I went straight into my face using the e.l.f. palette This of course, the e.l.f. palette, the e.l.f. primer, and then doing my under eyes, but I didn't want to show you that because I was out of camera a lot. But into my bronze and blush palette, and then just focusing on sorting bits of that out all over my face, my forehead, and my cheekbones, making sure that I really do emphasize the fact that I do have cheeks. So I hope that explains what I'm talking about. Sometimes I get a little bit muddled up in this. I really try not to, but it's so much easier when you're, actually filming and talking through it rather than doing voiceovers. So it's another learning curve. We get there. In the end, we find out what we need to do. Also, I wanted to say, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. It's so lovely to have new people. I love, having new people come to my channel and learn new things. But before I forget, I went into the Sculpt and Glow palette by Profusion, and therefore used this shade here, which is like a dark brown shade. I use this for my contour. It is called Deep Sculpt, which really makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. I really like it. I think one thing I would probably change about it is the eyeliner. I wasn't too happy when I took photos of it later. That's the funny thing, when you take photos you always notice something different and you're not quite pleased with it. And if you're anything like me, you're a bit of a perfectionist, so you always want to do better. But in a way, it's a good way to be a perfectionist, because at least you can improve and you're not afraid to keep trying to be better. So I hope my videos are getting better too. Yeah, so here it is with the 35M palette. I absolutely love it. I loved the 35V as well. I find that their colors, there's a certain amount of mattes and shimmers, and they're both very colorful. I couldn't have one or the other. I had to have both, because I guess one is more blue, like has more blue shades, and the other one has more red shades. This one I find has more red shades, that's what I think anyway. But you can have a look yourself at the website, and hopefully you will be interested to get one of these palettes too. I would say it's definitely for those of you who want to go really creative. Not really a type of palette for those of you who are beginners in makeup or want to wear neutral colors on your eyes, but I ain't a neutral girl. I love to have my colors, and that's just me. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye now.